Good morning from Samara, Costa Rica. I am staying at La Dolce Vita, and it's 2021. It's January. Woo! I am really late on posting my videos and my podcast, so I am sorry. I'm just like a little bit technologically challenged, and to be real, I am not a huge fan of social media right now, so I'm trying to stay off of it as much as possible, and I'm really having a little bit of a struggle and personally with it, but I know that a lot of you guys find hope in it, and it's hard to find hope in this place right now, so I'm going to try to post more for you. But I also really want to enjoy my vacation. So anyways, it's 2021. I get asked all the time about my gratitude journaling, all that stuff. So you can listen to, I just posted I posted a podcast episode video on breaking down how I manifest, but I was going to go through my daily routine. So, and the books that I read. So I actually travel with them. I didn't travel with all of them though. So you only get like part of them. So one book I read every single day, and she's been a super huge help. I discovered her like maybe 2 months after my dad had passed away, and definitely when you have something like that, like that's very traumatic, and you're really, really grieving, your mindset on like who God is and what He is and that how the world works definitely changes a lot in your perspective, because I thought I was a Christian before, but I definitely wasn't spiritual. I did not understand really the full capacity of how like fucking big God is and like how amazing the universe is, and just how powerful just everything is, and really how things work. So this is Dr. Erin. It's Awakening with Dr. Erin. It's like a daily read. It's super easy, but I read it over and over again. She has little prompts too. It's good journaling prompts. It's super great for healing if you're going through anything traumatic. It's huge. It just really changes your perspective. If you're a Christian, she uses the universe a lot and spirit. So I exchange those words with God and the Holy Spirit. So, but it's amazing. This coffee is really good here. It is super bomb. It has coconut milk in it. It's like real coconut milk. It's next level. Another one that I just added in is Timothy Keller and Kathy Keller. This is God's Wisdom for Navigating Life. It's also daily devotional. It's cool because it's based on Proverbs, and it's just a fascinating thing because Proverbs it's a good one. It's really good. I like things that make me uncomfortable and point out the things where I need growth, and this definitely has the things where I'm lacking. So that's what I read daily. I also read Jesus Calling, which is a daily devotional. That one's also really good. They're also really quick. So my whole routine, it probably takes me 45 minutes to meditate. I mean, depending on how long I'm meditating for, but an hour to maybe 30, 45 minutes, and then journal. And then here's my gratitude journal. I got a new one, so. But I just like get small things so I can travel with them. So that is my reading for daily for 2021. And then how I started this trip is I always bring a ton of books with me and then I leave them everywhere just to like benefit other people. So here's what my reading list was while I was in Costa Rica. It's a 2-for episode, so you're welcome. So I'm reading Beauty Begins by Chris Shook and Megan Shook Alpha, and it's Making Peace with Your Reflection. It's good. It's an easy read, super easy. I think I read it in a day. One of the greater quotes out of here, it's fascinating because we have really become addicted with especially with social media, our looks and all that stuff. So basically it's taking your focus off of yourself and onto other people, because we've become really self-consumed. Like we look at Instagram, we see people look pretty, or it's like illusion. And then it makes us like twist our eyes back to ourselves and how do I look like that? So here's one of the quotes. We don't get to choose what we struggle with, but we get to decide how to deal with those struggles. This broken world is filled with billions of opportunities to take your focus off yourself. It's not about thinking less of yourself, but thinking about yourself less and others more. Huge, right? So I definitely agree with that 100%. I also read this book. This one was shockingly really good, which I kind of feel bad saying that, but I kind of doubted it, but it's a really good book. So this is Everyday Grace, Having Hope, Finding Forgiveness, and Making Miracles by Marianne Williamson. It's super good. So, there is a lot. I underline books a lot. I also leave little notes in them for the next person. So here is a good one. There is a light in all of us because God put it there. We can look to those in the world who evolved to a higher level of consciousness during their lifetimes. They were not made of different stuff than we are, so much as they made different decisions than we do. Let's read that again. They are not made of different stuff than we are, so much as they are made. Oh my gosh, I am like tongue-tied. They were not made of different stuff than we are, so much as they made different decisions than we do. It was not easy for Abraham Lincoln to be Abraham Lincoln we revere today. It was not easy for Susan B. Anthony or Mahatma Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr. They were born, as all of us are, with potential greatness, but the actualization of that greatness was not predetermined. They could have decided to do and be otherwise. Whatever spiritual force moved within their hearts, luring them toward a magnificent destiny, is a lure that exists in all of us. There's no rational formula for greatness is not rational. See? So that kind of goes into like just everything. So yes, I gratitude journal. Yes, I want to manifest all these great things in my life, but ultimately I want to be able to help other people. I want to be able to be as generous as physically possible. So huge. This was a huge, really good book. And then, because everyone quotes Ralph Waldo Emerson, I got Self-Reliance and Other Essays by him. And I gotta say, it's a hard read. I read all the time. So those were my Costa Rica reads and my daily reads every time I wake up in the morning. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys know that you are so loved. This year is going to be so amazing. As you have a choice and a decision over how this year plays out, 2021. And I know that you just can have so much abundance and greatness and amazing things happen. So whatever you're going through, just know that there's other people that have already been there, are going through much worse sometimes. But we're all in this together. And not in the sense that, I hate saying that because I think this whole COVID thing is like, we're all in this together. It's like, not really. But really, we're all experiencing the same things. So if we can all just be kind to each other, and first off start with being kind to ourselves, and just looking at things through a lens of just being so grateful that we're here, I think that'll be a huge change. So follow me on Instagram at Cassie Conway is Rad. You can also find me on YouTube. But if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you can follow me on my podcast. If you like listening to podcasts, I like listening to podcasts and driving. So, and that is Grieving with Gratitude. So thank you so much for listening. You guys are just so wonderful. Bye.